Hi students, welcome back to BALAS accountancy special classes. Well, in my last episode, I had mentioned to you that if required, I'll get back to you as far as the discussion regarding your sample question paper. I mean CBSE sample question paper for the year 2022-23 exam. The question number 23 or so. Let me see once again. Question number, question number 23. Company accounts. And the alternative question thereon, which is having, of course, two sections, A and B, is worth discussing once. Okay. So I'll be taking up that one in this episode, only that one. And with that one, I'm concluding it. Okay. If at all anything remaining, it's very well explained, self-explanatory in the answer keys. You don't need any explanation as such. However, in this question, some points you may need explanation why this amount is like this. Okay. With that purpose in mind only, I'm taking it up. Okay. So let me switch gear to my sharing mode of this video. Thank you. So, question number 23. Otua Limited was registered with an authorized capital of 2 lakh equity shares of rupees 100 each. The company offered 60,000 shares for public subscription at 25% premium. The share was payable as rupees 40 on application and balance on allotment with premium. So that's all, no calls whatsoever. Public had applied for 85,000 shares. Pro-rata allotment was made in the ratio of 5:4 and remaining applicants were sent letters of regret. Please note that they are not given here how many letters of regret were sent or how many people were rejected. They are not given here. That's the main peculiarity of this sum. Okay, to continue. Mr. Anand holding 4,000 shares failed to pay allotment money and his shares were forfeited. Out of this, 3,000 shares were reissued at a discount of rupees 20 per share, as necessary entries in the books of Otua Limited. So, to summarize, this is a share issue sums with pro rata allotment and subsequently forfeiture and reissue, and that too only partly reissued. That's the sum all about. Okay. Now, one by one journal entry, I will explain to you. At the outset, please note that while explaining, I will be giving in detail so many figures and so much explanation and everything. But your answer can be ditto as per the answer key. Okay, this is for your understanding purpose, how they arrived at this answer. Okay, so that things will move very fast. You can fast work out the question paper, or you can fast agree with the answer key. For that purpose only, this video I am bringing out. Okay. Now, our first journal entry. Bank account debtor to equity share application 34 lakhs. How? As soon as you get a share issue sums, please show the breakup of 100 plus 25 premium. 125 is the total amount to be given. Here they say application 40 and allotment 85. And of course, we know by default, our premium will be collected only in allotment. So 60 plus 25 premium. So 125, application 40, allotment 85, including rupees 25 premium. This at the outset, you should write it down. Okay, otherwise you will not get the grip of the sum. Okay. So this is clear. Bank account debtor 34 lakhs to equity share application 34 lakhs, 85,000. They have received into 40 per share application money. Fine? Okay. Now what will happen? Next entry, as far as the pro rata sum is concerned, the second entry is the withheld one. How much is to be transferred to a capital? Of course, we know how much is to be transferred to a share allotment and how much is to be refunded because of rejection. Here, I told you while reading the question itself, they are not being categorical, they are not being specific how many number of shares have been rejected. However, we can find it out. How will you find it out? See, The journal entry will be equity share application 34 lakhs, to equity share capital 24 lakhs, to equity share allotment 6 lakhs, to bank 4 lakhs. This equity share application 34 lakhs, you have no objection whatsoever because this is the credit line. We are debiting it and cancelling it. Okay. Now, 24 lakhs also will easily agree with me because that is the maximum I can capitalize at the application level. 60,000 of shares offered to the public, 40 per share is the application money, hence 24 lakhs. Then these two entries need to be explained. First, let me explain how many have been refunded. It is like this. See, shares supplied is to shares allotted ratio we know 5:4. Every 5 shares offered, 4 have been pro rata allotted. In this case, since we have to find out the number of rejection or refunds amount, we have to use this formula. Shares allotted is to applied ratio. You may ask me why can't I conclude that the entire amount was pro rata allotted? Just this ratio with this ratio will manage. You can ask me. But my dear student, they are told here, and remaining applicants were sent letters of regret. So you cannot apply 85,000 into 4 upon 5 will not work here. In this one, an element of regret letter is involved. So we have to find out that one. So how will we find out? This reverse ratio. In order to get 4 shares pro rata allotted, he has to apply 5. Okay, is it not clear? Yes. That being the case, in order to get 60,000 shares pro rata allotted, it will be 60,000 into 5 upon 4. 75,000 shares must be applied. That being the case, number of applicants to be refunded, number of share applicants to be refunded is total we have received 85,000, is it not? Minus this 75,000 that is going to be considered for pro rata issue. 10,000 have been asked to please take your money back. We can't accommodate you even for pro rata allotment also, right? So 10,000 into 44 lakhs we paid back. Clear enough? Should I explain again? Okay, once again. See, it is like that. Here we have to compulsorily find out how many applicants have been rejected. They are not given us normal sum, they give it out of X amount. So much is to be considered for pro rata allotment and so much is for refund. But here it is not given there. They are given only that 85,000 received only, and that 5:4 ratio also has been given. In that case, we have to approach like this. Okay. 4 shares to get allotted, 5 have to be applied. 60,000 means 75,000 have to be applied. Whereas we have got 85,000. Naturally, the balance 10,000 has been straight regretted. They have been given back their money outright, saying that we can't even consider you for pro rata allotment also. Right. That's all. So what's the amount pertaining to that one? 10,000 into application money received, 4 lakhs. That is the money given. Now, how much money has been transferred to share allotment? You know all this, now. This is a revision class. You know, surplus application money received while we deal with pro rata, the same has to be transferred to equity share allotment account. How much? 75,000 shares what we have received. Pro rata allotment will be made in 5:4 ratio. Naturally, it will come 60,000. So 15,000 surplus application money received is there. That will be transferred to share allotment. You may ask why it should be transferred, why it cannot be refunded also. Well, you are going to be my shareholder. Tomorrow morning, I am going to ask you, if not tomorrow morning, a few days later on, I am going to ask you, please give your share allotment due. So this money, let it be with me. At that time, you adjust this and give it. That is the value, 6 lakhs. That 6 lakhs I am transferring to allotment account. So in future, while making the allotment money due, net this deduction I should keep it in mind. Nobody will give a double time. Okay. So this is the journal entry for adjusting the share application money. Okay. Next one. Having adjusted the application money received, now next entry is what? Make the share allotment due. Share allotment account debtor 51 lakhs. How? 60,000 number of shares into 85. Why 85? It's allotment money due per share. Is it not? 60 plus 25. So out of that, 60 will move towards capital, 25 will move towards premium. So 60,000 into 85 I made due. 60,000 into 60 I have taken to my share capital. 60,000 25 I have taken to a credit of my security premium account. So this is the entry for allotment due on 60,000 shares with the premium. Okay. Next is the response entry. This is the entry. Bank account debtor 42 lakhs. Also in area account debtor 3 lakhs to equity share allotment 45 lakhs. So this is the journal entry. Bank account debtor 42 lakhs. Calls in area 3 lakhs to equity share allotment account 45 lakhs. So calls in area. Let me explain first. Mr. Anand is the default. Shares allotted to Anand is how much? 4,000. Naturally, he must have applied for 5,000. How do we know? 4,000 into 5 upon 4. Okay. So how many surplus shares he has applied for? 1,000. 1,000 number of surplus shares we have received from him. And the value 1,000 into 40, 40,000. Now, allotment money due from him is how much? 4,000 into 85. Okay. 3,40,000. Should we expect that much response from him? Will he give for 3,40,000? No, he will never give because already his credit is there, 40,000. At the time of prorata adjustment, his application money, 40,000 is lying to his credit. That let us reduce now. So 40,000. Balance amount, 3 lakh will be his calls in area. That is the allotment money not received. Okay. We can't simply say that he's a allot here 4,000, 4,085, 3,40,000. He has ditched us like that. You can't say, or he has failed to pay. He can't say like that. Already he has given 40,000 at the time of application itself surplus. Net of that one only, he has failed. Is it clear? Yes. So 3 lakh is clear. So that being the case, this entry is very clear, no? Bank account debtor 42 lakhs, calls in area 3 lakhs, and equity share allotment 45 lakhs. Again, you may ask me, why 45 lakhs? You have made here allotment due 51 lakhs. Why you are squaring it off only to the extent of 45 lakhs? 51 lakhs, okay, I do agree, but already lying credit to the share allotment 6 lakhs. So share allotment balance at this time is only 51 lakhs minus 6 lakhs. That is 45 lakhs debit. That has been nullified now. Clear? That is also over. Now, next one is forfeiture. What they say about forfeiture? Fail to pay allotment money and his shares are forfeited. 4,000 shares. Right. The answer is equity share capital account debtor 4 lakhs, security premium account 1 lakh, to share forfeiture 2 lakhs, to calls in area 3 lakhs. Okay. Let me explain all this entries to you. Equity share capital 4 lakh is debited. Why? 4,000 number of shares to be cancelled, and its hold up value is 100 because after fully called only it is cancelled. So 4,000 into 100, 4 lakhs. Share premium 4,000 into 25, 1 lakh. You may immediately ask, why should I debit the share premium here? Rule says that in case the security premium not received, such security premium has to be debited and cancelled. How do we know we have not received it? Because security premium has been attached with the allotment money, and the gentleman has failed the allotment money. Obviously, we have not received it. Hence, we are debiting and cancelling it. Okay? Right. Now, next one. These two are clear to you, plain entries. To share forfeiture. Okay, this we keep it pending. To calls in area 3 lakhs. We have already calculated calls in area, no? Yes. That debit entry we are now reversing calls in area 3 lakhs. Is it not? Previously, there was a calls in area debit entry was there. At the time of forfeiture, we had to credit it and cancel. You all know the plain forfeiture entry, na? Share capital account debtor to share forfeiture to calls in area. Forget about premium. Okay. Share forfeiture will be credited because that is the amount bagged by the company or left foregone by the unfortunate shareholder. Okay, you just leave behind and go. That's all. Because you have failed. Whatever you have given, you have to simply forget. That amount you will credit your share forfeiture account. Okay. And calls in area, we are crediting back. We will not ask chase you again. We have got a debit. Since you are no longer going to be our shareholder, I am crediting and cancelling. So this 3 lakhs we already calculated, we are credited and cancelled. Difference you can put here 2 lakhs. Certainly CBSE will give you the full marks, but it's better we check it. Na? 2 lakhs you can check it. How will you check it? This should represent the amount foregone by the unfortunate shareholder. Mr. Anand had applied for how many shares? 5,000. How do you know? He is an allotee of 4,000. Naturally, he has applied for 5,000. 4,000 into 5 upon 4, 5,000. Okay. So what's the value received in this respect? 5,000 into 40. 2 lakhs. That 2 lakhs, now he has to just forget. Whatever application money he has given, he has to just forget. That amount will be credited by the company to an account called share forfeiture account. And the unfortunate shareholder has to just forego that amount. Okay. So this journal entry also explained. Okay. Now what is the next one? What does the question say? Out of these 3,000 shares were reissued at discount of rupees 20 per share. Yes. So partly reissued. How many? 3,000. So what's the journal entry in respect of reissue? This is a journal entry. Bank account debtor 2,40,000. How? 3,000 shares have been reissued at the rate of 80 per share, giving him fully paid up status. So 3,000 into 80, 2,40,000. Obviously, there is a 20 rupees loss that will be debited to share forfeiture account, 60,000. While bagging the money foregone by somebody, we had credited it. Subsequently, if we had to suffer on account of reissue, means the same account we had to debit. What is the same account? Share forfeiture account. Okay. And share capital is coming back. 3,000 into 10, 3 lakhs. Or in other way, we are suffered 20 rupees discount on reissue and balance amount we received in the bank. Like that, we got our shares back for 100 rupees. Okay. Next one is share forfeiture account debtor to capital reserve. We all know that on reissue of a share, you should strike us very fast about capital reserve. What does it mean? That means net balance in the share forfeiture account is a capital profit that has to be transferred to capital reserve. But here, this is a case of partly reissue. Normal case, just take the difference. Credit of forfeiture account minus debit of forfeiture account, you get an X amount. That only comes here. But here, it's a case of partly reissue. So a little more complication. While forfeiting, 2 lakhs credit on reissue, how much debit? 60,000. Okay. So 2 lakhs credit forfeiture account minus debit forfeiture account 60,000. In fact, now it is 1,40,000. But leave it like that. Now, since it is a case of partly reissued, rule says that amount received in respect of non-reissue shares cannot be transferred and concluded as capital reserve. So that much has to be still in the forfeiture account only. So reduce that 50,000. How you got this 50,000? 4,000 shares. For that, I got 2 lakhs. Is an allotee of 4,000. For that, I had got a share forfeiture credit of 2 lakhs. In that case, 1,000 of such shares mean 50,000. That only I am reducing here. Okay. That is the forfeiture amount in respect of 1,000 shares not reissued. That's why we will show this entry. Share forfeiture account debtor to capital reserve. Okay. I am re-showing my entire answer. First one for application money received. Second one for cancelling the application money, taking to share capital, transferring to share allotment in respect of surplus application money received, and refunding the rejection, right? Thereafter, making the allotment money due, debiting allotment money, crediting share capital, and crediting share premium, because premium is also expected at this stage. Okay. Then what is it? Response to my allotment. Bank debt falls in area debit to share allotment because somebody failed to pay. That's a falls in area. After, shares in respect of this falls in area is forfeited. So share capital is debited. Normal case to share forfeiture to calls in area. Here, however, I have to make yet another debit in respect of security premium because rule says security premium not received means you have to debit it and cancel. Why not received? Because it was attached with allotment. He has failed in the allotment stage. Obviously, company has not received any income to share premium from him. Hence, we are debiting it and canceling. Okay. Right. Next one. Reissuing it. So bank, the extent of money received, and debiting share forfeiture to the extent of discount on reissue, 100 minus 80, 20, and share capital has come back for 100 rupees for 3,000 shares. Thereafter, after reissue, we have calculated capital reserve. While calculating capital reserve, we are careful enough to see that non-reissue shares forfeiture amount is not transferred to capital reserve. So that's all. Thank you. So alternative question of question number 23 just got two sections, section A and section B. Let me do section A. First, entries for forfeiture and reissue in both the following cases. Vikram Limited forfeited 5,000 shares of Rahul, who had applied for 6,000 shares for non-payment of allotment money of rupees 5 per share and first and final call of rupees 2 per share. Only application money of rupees 3 was paid by him. Out of this, rupees 3,000 shares were reissued at rupees 12 per share as fully paid. Well, this is a plain question, forfeiture and reissue. Okay. While reissuing, we are not reissued the full shares, only shares are partly reissued. Okay. And of course, it has been reissued at a premium. Fine. So, the answer. Share capital account debtor 50,000 to share forfeiture 18,000 to calls in area 32,000. Share forfeiture 18,000 is the only thing, in fact, you may go wrong because even if he is an allotee of 5,000, he had applied for 6,000 number of shares, hence the money received is application money into 6,000 number of shares. That is 18,000. That's all. And this one, of course, you have no objection. Fully called up share, 5,000 into 10, 50,000. And calls in area, if you put the remaining amount, you'll get the full mark. But however, let us just inspect it. Calculation of calls in area. Allotment money and first call money due from Vikram. 5,000 into 5 plus 2. 5 in respect of allotment and 2 in respect of call. So 7. 5,000 into 7, 35,000. But he will not be a defaulter for the entire 35,000 rupees because we have received to the extent of 3,000 from him already in advance while adjusting the product allotment. So his surplus application money is that 6,000 minus 5,000, that is 1,000 into 3 rupees application money, 3,000. Net of that only his call scenario should suffice. So 35,000 minus 3,000, that is 32,000. Okay, so that we have checked otherwise also. This entry is perfect. Now it has been reissued. How it has been reissued? Out of this, 3,000 shares were reissued at rupees 12 per share as fully paid. So reissued on a premium. Okay. Bank account debtor 3,000 into 12. That much money came to the bank. 36,000. Share capital we know with the nominal value of the share. 3,000 into 10, 30,000. And security premium 3,000 into 2, 6,000. 3,000 shares reissued at rupees 12 per share. And of course, the moment reissue takes place, it should strike in your mind very fast. What about the capital reserve? Okay. Share forfeiture account debtor 10,800 to capital reserve 10,800. What's the background of this amount? Calculation of capital reserve. Gain on forfeiture of 3,000 number of shares, 18,000. Less loss on reissue of these shares. This I'm just showing it. Even if you don't show it, no problem, because it has been based on a premium. So 0. Less gain on forfeiture in respect of those non-reissue shares of rupees 2,000, 5,000 minus 3,000. Here you may go wrong. Some people just write 2,000 into 3. No, you should think of, yes, this sum is basically pro rata sum. So apparent in the sum. So how many shares he had basically applied, you should first find out. 6,000 means 5,000 allotted. 2,000 allotted means he must have applied for 2,400 in this way. 6,000 into 2,000 upon 5,000. Okay, right. So what's the amount pertaining to that one? 2,400 into 3, 7,200 rupees. Okay, 2,400 shares at rate of rupees 3 per application. That is 7,200 rupees we have received in respect of those non-reissue shares. That cannot be concluded as capital reserve. It has to be still in the share forfeiture account. That's what the rule says. So let me make a deduction to that extent. And the balance amount is 10,800. Okay. Hence, I am showing this entry, share forfeiture account debtor to capital reserve 10,800. So that's all. Now let me take up the B part of this question. Well, now part B. Let us take up this small question also. Death Unlimited forfeited 3,000 shares of rupees 10 each, issued at rupees 2 premium for non-payment of first call of rupees 2 per share. Final call of rupees 3 per share was not yet made. Out of this, 2,000 shares were reissued at rupees 10 per share, fully paid. So the most important thing of this question is that it is not a fully called share. Final call is still pending to be called. That you take note very seriously. So answer, first one. As I said earlier, before we start, let us show the breakup of the share value. Called up rupees 7 plus 2 premium. They are told 3 rupees is pending. Okay. So 7 plus 2 premium. Okay. Overall 12 only expected, out of the 3 is pending. So 9, in that 9, 2 is premium, 7 is the nominal part of the share. Application and allotment money, 5 plus 2 premium. We need not bifurcate how much application and allotment. It's not required here. And share first call is 2. Okay, right. Now first entry, share capital account debtor 21,000. To share forfeiture 15,000, to calls in area 6,000. Share capital 21,000, you have no objection because 3,000 shares are forfeited number of shares into the nominal value. Premium never comes to picture. So 3,000 into 7, 21,000. Of course, you may ask me why I should not debit here share premium account. Because share premium has been physically received by the company. How do you know? It has been attached along with the allotment part. So the application and allotment money has been received. So naturally, share premium had been received. Such received share premium must not be debited and cancelled. Okay. Then to share forfeiture 15,000, 3,000 into 5. Why? This is the amount we have received, 5 rupees. Okay. We know well that while counting the share forfeiture credit, only the nominal part of the share is concerned, not the premium part. So 5 rupees into 3,000. 3,000 into 5, 15,000. Okay, fine. 2 calls in area, balance 6,000. This also very clear only 3,000 into 2 rupees, because they have clearly told for non-payment of share first call. Okay, so 3,000 into 2, 6,000. Right, we can straight take it because this is not a case of any pro rata sum or anything like that. That's all. 3,000 shares forfeited for non-payment of first call money. Well, now reissue. It has been reissued as fully paid share. Okay. Give me 10 rupees and take the status of 10 rupees, fully paid status. So bank account debtor 20,000 to share capital 20,000, like that. Okay, right. No reissued at discount, no receipt reissued at a premium. Give me 10 rupees and take the status of a full nominal value of the shares. That's all. Now, next one is transfer to capital reserve. Share forfeiture account debtor 10,000 to capital reserve 10,000. How I got this 10,000 capital reserve is like this. Share forfeiture credit is 15,000 only. 15,000? Yes. You know that. Less loss on reissue of shares. You need not show it in that somehow. I'm just telling. There is no question of any loss. Okay, 10 rupees. Give 10 rupees, take 10 rupees. So no loss. Okay. Less forfeiture amount in respect of non-reissued shares. How many? 1,000 shares. How do you know? Only 2,000 have been reissued. So 3,000 minus 2,000. So 1,000 number of shares. 1,000 into 5. That is 5,000. Why it is 5? Because we have received from him 5 rupees. That constitutes the forfeiture income. Why not 2 rupees? 2 rupees is never counted because it's a premium. Only the nominal part of the share only considered for all this purpose. Is it not? So 5 rupees into 1,000. 5,000 rupees is still to be kept in the share forfeiture account so long as shares are not reissued, and that amount has to be reduced, and balance only I should transfer to capital reserve. That is 10,000. Hence, this inventory share forfeiture account debtor to capital reserve 10,000. Gain on reissue of forfeited shares transferred to capital reserve. So that's all. Thank you. Well, my dear students, this episode concludes my working out in respect of CBSE sample question paper for the year 2022-23, and the exam is scheduled on 31st of this month. You will kindly agree with me that I have sufficiently worked out for you, and whatever left out is intentionally I have not worked out because explanation given in the answer key is more than sufficient. Okay, each and every element they have explained in respect of those left out sums. And of course, you are not going to depend on this sample question only. You are prepared otherwise also sufficiently. I'm pretty sure about it. However, watching these 3 videos over and over again till you have mastered it will immensely help you. Okay. Well, take care of yourselves. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.